Hey y'all, how's it going? Meowth here, the expansion store at the corner, crazy excited, done my reviews, and now time for the part that I'm the most excited about, theorycrafting some decks with the new cards. Oh, it's the best part. You can find the deck codes and links down in the description below. I also want to shout out Corbett, awesome wild player, streamer, for theorycrafting some of these decks with me. He's an awesome guy, and you should check him out and follow him on his socials, also down in the description below. A reminder that you can catch these decks in live action by dropping by my Twitch channel, where we'll be streaming every day once the expansion drops. If you can't catch me live, no worries, you can find some highlights of all the awesome decks that we play here on my YouTube channel, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be doing one short video per class, so this one's going to be all about Warlock. I hope you guys enjoy. So this wouldn't be Meowth if we didn't have, a Reno deck to show you. So the tools that Reno gets, while I don't think Felgorge is one of them, what I really wanted to do was try to put a dragon twist on the classic that is Reno. Because not only do we get to take advantage of stuff like Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, we have new powerful cards in Warlock like Nether Breath and Crazed Netherwing that I really want to try out. So what we have here is our pretty traditional Reno shell, cutting the N'Zoth package for the dragons, running stuff like Evasive Worm, Netherwing, of course Twilight Drake and Twilight Guardian. So we don't have the highest density of dragons, but we do get stuff like Frizz to discount the dragons, and we have stuff like Life Tap to power cycle through our deck. We're also running some new cards like Abyssal Summoner, which I think is just a solid card in a deck that's going to have a decent amount of cards in hand. So the way we've built this deck, this might look a little bit weird to you, but we've got Mal'Ganis. So the way that we've built this deck, it might look a little bit interesting to you. We have a Malygos in Reno. What? So what we're doing here is you got a bunch of beefy things in the mid game with dragons and the demons, so we'll get in plenty of chip damage. And what we have as a finisher is we've got Malygos discounted with stuff like Soulfire, Dark Bomb, Nether Breath, and Rain of Fire, as kind of a finisher. And with a 1-mana Kazakus potion can definitely be an OTK as well. So this is a fun take on Reno that I'm going to be playing a ton and enjoying. Highly recommend you guys check it out. And now for the deck that I may be the most excited out of all of the new decks in this expansion to try out. It's got to be this one. So this is Malygos Warlock. I love Malygos and I love Warlock. I don't know if you guys could have told yet. So I'm really excited to try out an updated version of Malygos Warlock. We're running double Crazed Netherwing and double Nether. I'm really excited to try out a new updated version of Maly that gets to run double Crazed Netherwing and double Nether Breath. So basically what we get to do in this deck is we do normal Warlock things. We draw a ton, right? We've got the beefy mid game, right? We've got Twilight Drakes, we've got Twilight Guardians, we've got Void Callers into Big Boy Demons, we've got the big old whelps. And eventually what we'll do is we'll Emperor Thorson, and we've got Malygos with double Soulfire, double Dark Bomb, double Nether Breath for the totally insane amount of OTK. If we happen to discount Malygos with Frizz Kindle Roost, we can also Prince Taldaram to up our damage output. Otherwise, the Prince Taldaram is always just, pretty good on stuff like Ziliax or some big boy demons. So yeah, really excited for Maly Warlock. Definitely going to be playing this on day one. I'm excited for it. So I know we usually lead with Galakrond decks, but these other two I was just too excited about. Had to talk about them, get them out of the way. So what we've got here is a Galakrond Zoo Warlock deck. So the Galakrond here power summons 2/1/1 imps. Really good with the token Zoo synergy that's kind of evolved in Warlock as we've gone on. So what we've got is we've got our neutral pirate package early game, and then cards take advantage of our tokens like Grim Rally, Power Overwhelming, Evil Genius, and Darkshire Councilman. And of course we've got stuff like Imp Gang Boss, Lotheb, just solid cards. While I don't think Zoo makes a comeback as a top tier deck, I think the Galakrond actually fit really nicely in Zoolock in Wild, especially with stuff like Kronks as the extra reach, or the buff for your tokeny Zoo cards as kind of like a pseudo Bloodlust to hit face. Every expansion we try a little bit of Zoo to see how it feels. we'll see. We'll see how this one feels. The Galakrond, maybe it's a little bit too heavy, but I I really think that the way that you want to take Galakrond decks in Wild wants to be a zoo version, and so here's my initial draft. So we also want to check out a little bit of Evenlock. So what I have here is a fairly standard Evenlock version. Abyssal Summoner, the new 6-mana 2/2 that summons a demon with stats equal to cards in your hand, is a very, very natural, perfect fit for Evenlock. So we're running 2 Abyssal Summoners. Something that I do want to try out is we now are reaching the point where we've got a decent amount of demons where running Gul'dan sort of makes sense, especially if we're running into a lot of aggressive decks where you want the Gul'dan as like the solo win condition to grind your opponents out of games. Other than that, you've got your traditional Twilight Drakes, Faceless Shamblers, and your Giants. For a more spicy version of Evenlock, we've got a little bit of a dragon twist. So we've dropped the demons in the Gul'dan, and we're running Zeracu, Evasive Worms, and Netherbreath, alongside Twilight Guardians and our Twilight Drakes. So this is just a little bit of a spicy version. We get to run Netherbreaths because they also heal us with 4 if we're holding a dragon, and we get a little bit of extra defensive package with the Twilight Guardians alongside our normal cards. And then, of course, we get an excuse to run Zeracu the Warped. So yeah, here are 2 fun versions on Even Warlock. I don't know if either of them will be able to beat Secret Mage, but they should be pretty decent into a lot of the other aggressive decks that might emerge in the new expansion. And speaking of aggressive decks, we'll go ahead and end on Corbett's Aggro Zoolock, running the neutral pirate package early game, alongside the discard zoo stuff like Malchezaar's Imp, Solarium, Doomguards, and Silverware Golems. He's also fitted in a nice, cute little heal package with Happy Ghouls and Potion Vendors to try to solidify early game board states against other aggro decks. So here's another just take on Zoo. Again, I think this deck will take advantage of a surprise factor more often than not, but still something to take a look at if you're reminiscing of the good old days of Zoo. So yeah, guys, those are the Warlock decks. I'm really, really excited for Warlock. Love it. My favorite class. If you guys have any ideas, suggestions, or decks that we missed, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. Hope you guys enjoy these decks. Hope you guys enjoy the new expansion, and I will see you guys next time. Later.